Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Keep It Real. It's Harry. This is Shogun Review Episode 6. I've been saying, using that word filler episodes a lot, and this was complete filler episode. Nothing happened. Nothing really happened in this episode. This episode starts off it actually starts off with a flashback of Mariko and how she basically came about where she is, and a little bit about about her past before it jumps to the present again to show exactly what happened after the earthquake that hit the town. After the earthquake, since Blackthorn saved Toranaga, Toranaga has given him a new role. He's still the Hamamoto, but he's also now the admiral/general of the Cannon Regiment. Taking that away from Yobashiki's nephew. Blackthorn asks again, he doesn't want these gifts, he rather go home, he wants his ship, he wants his men back, and a way to appease him, Toranaga says he should spend a night at a Coruscant. Through the flashbacks, Mariko and her father were very close. Mariko, as a child, was brought into this village with Toranaga and to hang out with this other girl, and I'll talk about the other girl in a minute. She grows up there, and she actually learns the way to fight. She's a damn good fighter. The father marries Mariko off as a teenager, and Mariko was actually shocked. She's like, "What? Why are you marrying me off? I'm more important as on your side fighting." The friend that she was hanging out with in that little town, it just happens to be that the other girl she became a concubine of the main shogun. She's the concubine that actually had the heir of the new shogun, the new leader of Japan, in Ishido and Osaka. Ishido is actually, with the help of this concubine, is actually starting to kill a lot of what they're calling some hostages. They actually got a new regent to replace Toranaga, and they were voting to impeach Toranaga at the time. But one of the older regents says, "I'm not down with this. How do we you just want to start a war and kill somebody off? And I was always on your side, but all of a sudden you brought in some dude that I didn't know he's an actor. Unless you're part of Ishido's group and believe in what he says, you're dead. He's gonna kill them all." Toranaga hears what happened and basically says that it's time for war. They call it Crimson Rain. That's his plan of attacking Osaka, which is kind of crazy. It'll be interesting to see, but that's what in the end of the episode shows that Toranaga says, let's take the fight to them, which is kind of cool. There's a scene between Mariko and Toranaga, and Mariko says that Toranaga is saying all this stuff about your father respected you, you're strong, you're a good fighter, and Mariko says to him, "Yes, all these praises is good if I was a man, but I'm a woman and a wife, and as a woman and a wife in Japan, we're not treated with the same respect as the men, so all these words are really for nothing." Then Toranaga says, "You're not only a wife, your father married you off young because he had other plans for you. He knew that he was going to die, so the only way to save your life is to make sure that you're not part of his clan anymore, and he married you off to her husband. That way you get to live on." She hears that, and she gets emotional, obviously, but she still wants to join her father in death. We'll see. I think they're going to get more detail on what happened with Mariko's, past, and I hope they do anyway, because, they do it in flashbacks here and there. It's kind of like, unless you're really following it, and like I said, these episodes are they're long sometimes, and they're really dragging it out. Overall, once again, this whole thing is a prelude to war, and that's what I've been looking forward to. I've been looking forward to some action. The drama in this episode wasn't as good. My personal opinion about it, I forgot to mention, I believe that Toranaga was he sees that Mariko and Blackthorn are getting too close. This way, when he sends her with him to the brothel, it kind of like, severs that little bond they're trying to form. We'll see what happens. If they're going to change the plot a little, make her a little more, because you already see she's fighting. In the old miniseries, we never see her fight. Not this way. She's a tough girl in this one, which is kind of cool, because this is the same girl that's in Godzilla Monarch Godzilla movie, TV show, excuse me. And we'll see. This was an okay episode. I can't say it was a great episode. It was just another episode to the long. I think the one thing is, if they made this show maybe 8 episodes, we would have been at the fighting scenes already. But it's 10 episodes, so we know, like I said in the first couple of episodes, that they're gonna be a lot of filler episodes, and we're there. I'm at the filler episodes, and I have a feeling the next episode is going to be another filler episode, because that's just 7. 8, 9, 10 would be, where I would believe the action happens. But we'll see. But, I'm going to stick with it. Just, hopefully you do too. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the show so far. And give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you next week for episode 7. Take care.